We have to solve for this integral problem here. So the integral of 1 to e of ln of x dx, right? So we had to find the integration by part. So this is a very important concept that we have here that I love. Okay, I'm so excited about it. Okay, so we have u prime of x times v of x dx. So that's kind of like the format that we have. And that should be equal to u of x times v of x minus integral of u of x times v prime of x dx. How beautiful of a formula, correct? All right, so let's take this one here. So we go then with this one, and then we have two functions, okay? So we have the function ln of x, and what else? 1, because a lot of time we don't see that one, okay? Because we're going to deal with u and v, so we need two functions. So the 1, we can just put the 1 here, just as that, okay? Then we got to define u prime, and then we got to define v, okay? So that we're going to find the v of the u of the u prime, and then the v prime of the v, okay? So u prime is a derivative, all right? So a lot of times what we do is, also very quickly, let me give you a tip here, okay? Don't tell anybody, all right? So the tip is that v is actually the function that is easy to find the derivative of, so that it's easier also to get your u prime and then the integral of, okay? So what then is going to happen is what? So in this case, I'm going to choose v as ln of x, okay? Because I know the derivative, which is 1 over x, all right? And then for the u prime, I'm going to choose the 1, knowing that for this one, what is then the integral of that, which is going to give us then, so the u is going to be x. Because remember, the derivative of x is 1, okay? And then the derivative of v, which is v prime, is what? 1 over x, all right? So we're good so far? So then what we're going to do after that is to be able to follow the formula. So u times v. So u times v just means that this is equal then to, so we take this down, okay? So that'll be x times ln of x. Don't forget, it's over 1 to e. Minus integral of u of x times v prime of x. So that means u times v prime. So that would give us what? Integral 1 to e of x times 1 over x. Then dx, okay? So now we got to continue here. So now we're going to substitute, so e with x with e. So that will give us what? So that will give us e times ln of e minus, then we have what? Then we have 1 times ln of 1, okay? That's for the first bracket. Minus what's happening here, we can see that x and x can cross out. So we end up with integral from 1 to e of 1 dx. Okay? So even from here, we can just continue one step down. So what is ln of e? Is 1. So you multiply e by 1 minus what is ln of 1? 0. So you multiply 1 by 0 from the first bracket. Then minus what is the integral of 1 is x. So it's just x from 1 to e. Now we can continue. So that is equal to what? So that is equal to e times 1 is e minus 0, right? 1 times 0 is 0. And then we have minus what's happening here. So that will be e minus 1. Okay? E minus 1. So then once we have that, e minus 0 is what? Is e minus then what's happening here? E plus 1. We good? Then e minus e is out. 1 is left. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the problem here. The most important part is how you determine your u prime and your v. And again, the tip is very simple. For v, choose the function where it's going to be easy to find the derivative. And then look at the u prime, which is going to be the second function that you have from here. All right? So the more practice that we're going to get to do, the more you understand that, and then you'll be great. All right? Thank you.